Welcome to Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is April the 9th, 2026. We're going to be talking about AEW results. I got a new haircut. My puppy is taking a nap. I had to take him out today after the video. Party trading is still on, still on a work in progress. He hasn't done a lot of washroom outside. So, yeah, it's a little progress to do for a puppy. I've never done this before, so I don't know how long this is supposed to be. I look at Google. They said 4 to 6 months for him to be full trained. I don't know if that's true because he did go wash him like twice outside, okay? And that was like almost in a week, not 4 months. So I don't know 4 to 6 months is accurate. I don't know, but maybe because maybe I looked it up because I didn't say 4 months old, but I did say how you potty train your puppy. So it could mean like they're asking like a newborn. I wasn't asking for a newborn. I was asking for a 4-month year old puppy over here that needs potty trained. I can't stop playing with my ear now because there's no hair in my way. I like to play with ears. I know it's weird, but that's okay. But ladies and gentlemen, 2K26, their DLC is coming up. They did show us like a My Faction Persona card that will be in the game. I don't know what's her name, but they did say like a song name, title in there. I don't know that's going to be in the game, the song, or just the superstar. I have no idea. But they didn't show us about arenas yet or championships. I'm hoping we get that tonight. They've been showing us these things the last couple of days at when it's like almost in the nighttime. So I'm hoping we get something good about tonight's reveal. Let's hope we get something good. But we do got some AEW. We got Dynasty happening. Let's see what else we have on Dynasty that I did not have on here. Do. Oh, I'm tired. I'm starting to do crate. I didn't know this is a thing. A crate training for the puppy. So you had to get like a dog cage or a crate. And there's a training for it. I did not know you had to train for that. But there's a training for those. I did not know that. I didn't know you had, there's training. I thought it was just a random thing that people do for discipline or because, or sleeping for dogs. I did not know it was a training. I thought it was just a normal thing for people to do. Like for kids, you go in your room when you get when they're in trouble. So this is what they have here on Dynasty. They got Alex Windsor versus Maria Shafir in the pre-show. Why? Why is that a match in a pay-per-view, even on pre-show? Oh my god. FTR, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood with Stokely versus Cope and Cage for the tag team titles. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a segment for Cage and Copeland, but Cage made it funny that he says he did their mothers, and he says he was about to do Stokely soon. And he just made fun of them and said really mean things about their moms. And then we had a brawl between them, and then of course Rocky Romero and Trent comes out because they were in the locker room last week of FTR when they were trying to find them, Cope and Cage, trying to find FTR in their locker room, but they weren't there. So Cope and Cage attacked them with chairs, and now they're getting the revenge onto Mr. Cope and Christian. Stokely stole Christian's watch before Cash Wheeler, I think, stomp on the chair on the arm of Cage. So yeah, that's crazy. We got Jon Moxley versus Will Ospreay. We had another segment, but it was a brawl. Will Ospreay brought his friends from the New Japan Pro Wrestling, the United Empire, whole bunch of New Japan Pro Wrestling guys. We had a brawl in the parking lot, and then it got into the ring, and a whole bunch of things, and then Death Riders ran away, and then Will Ospreay issued a challenge to the Death Riders to a match at later on tonight in the main event. Was it the main event? I don't know. I don't remember as the main event. So that happened. The first thing happened in the show. Then we have Andrade will be versing Darby Allin. If Allin wins, he will receive a future World Championship match. I didn't know. I heard that stipulation. I don't. Was there? I think Darby Allin had a match. Tickler will be versing Jamie Hayter for the Women's World Championship. I don't know anything about this match. I don't know. Tommaso Ciampa will be versing Rouge. We heard that Kyle Fletcher is injured, so he has to vacate the title. So now in the pay-per-view, we will have a Casino Gauntlet match for the Vacate TNT Championship. Tommaso Ciampa is in the match, and Rouge is in the match. This Gauntlet match is how to every person comes in, but the first fall wins the match. So that's how this thing works. It's like the Royal Rumble, but it's not elimination. And it's pinfall. And submission, I believe. And then we got the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson versus Don Callis family. Okada and Takeshita. Mr. Don Callis made that match. But both Okada and Takeshita did not like it, because I would tell you guys more about why they didn't like it. But Takeshita says, if you want me to do this match, I want a shot of his international championship. And Don Callis says, if that's the only way for you to destroy the Young Bucks, so you get your shot. I guess that's after. So Chris Jericho came out, and he said a whole bunch of things, but he did sign a new AEW contract. And Ricochet came out and interrupted before he signed it and says he's old, you shouldn't be here, and all that stuff. You've been gone for a year. I've been taking over AEW. And then Chris Jericho just made fun of him being bald. So Chris Jericho signed his contract, and he says he could choose anyone. On the contract, he could choose anyone he wants to face at Dynasty. And he says he wants to think about it, and then he thought about it, and then he wants to face Ricochet at Dynasty. We got MJF versus Kenny Omega for the World Championship at the end of the show. We got Kenny Omega say a whole bunch of things. He wants to be the god of pro wrestling, of AEW. He wants the World Championship. He wants to get rid of the MJF reign. Can he do it? MJF comes out, and he has some things to say. Talk trash. Everything happened here. And then MJF was about to whack Kenny Omega with the ring, the dynamite ring. But he got beat-triggered by Kenny Omega. And Kenny grabs that ring. And he kisses it and does his catchphrase and gives it back to MJF. He should have just stolen it. So that's that. And I told you guys all the segments. So let's get to the matches. So first match we got the Don Callis family. Takeshita was in it. I know that. No, I think it was Takeshita. Takeshita was in it, and a whole bunch of other people was in it. They will be versing Darby Allin, Bandito, and Jack Perry. Pretty decent trios match. I enjoyed it, but the winner of that match was the Don Callis family. So the Don Callis family wasn't done there. They attacked a whole bunch of Don Callis family came out to attack Darby Allin, Jack Perry, and Bandito for the whole time. And then when we got the Young Bucks coming out to make the save, we got the Rascals, we got more Don Callis family, whole bunch of people, and then Okada comes out and attacks everybody. And then he had a face-to-face with Takeshita, and those guys start brawling each other. What the hell's happening? But a lot happened. The Rascals came out and made the save and made sure everybody go away and all that stuff. Too many people want Don Callis family. There's too many Don Callis family members. We have Will Nightingale. I guess she had an open challenge for her TBS title. Queen Amante accepted the match. We got Shida was in the audience watching this match, and it looks like she wants a shot at that title. I believe she accepted that open challenge once at Collision, but she lost. And now she wants another shot at the championship. It was a pretty decent match for Willow Nightingale and Queen Amante, but the winner of that match, and still the champion, Willow Nightingale. And then we got Tommaso Ciampa versus Dorado. Whoever wins this match will be number one in the gauntlet match. You want to be in the gauntlet match. Because everybody, there's going to be a lot of people that is confirmed to be in it, but you don't know you will be in it. Why? Because this pinfall could happen anytime. Your number or your entrant will be, it could be next, but somebody pins somebody. They win. So you don't get to get into the ring and get your shot. So that's horrible for whoever you are for the TNT title. Tommaso Ciampa versus Dorado, pretty decent match. The winner of that match was Tommaso Ciampa. And then we got the United Empire versus the Death Riders. Anything goes match. These guys did everything. Break each other through tables, destroy each other. But the winner of that match was the United Empire. And then Will Ospreay wasn't done there. He was trying to injured Mr. Jon Moxley, but it didn't work out because the rest of the Death Riders saved him. Well, Claudio did to make sure he doesn't get hurt more. But ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of AEW. I had to go take my dog out now. We're still doing the potty train, stuff like that. It's going to take a while. I know it will take a while, but I think the cage will help me very well because I guess puppies like to hold in their bathroom. I'm not going to say what they do. I know you guys know what they do. They always hold in their bathroom and wait until they have to burst. So, dumb me, I was overfeeding and giving him a lot of water. So he bursts and he goes washroom inside at nighttime because he has a burst. Because he has so much food in him. He has so much water in him. Because he holds it in. So I have a new routine that I did with my, not new, but it's old. What I did with my old dogs, I take them out, they get breakfast, take them out, they get lunch, take them out, they get dinner. And sometimes they get like treats at midnight. Puppy over here is not going to do that because he's a puppy. He can't eat a lot. I might put a treat in one of his portions, his breakfast, his lunch, mostly dinner. But yeah, that's the plan here. What I'm going to be doing with my puppy. And if you guys have any ideas of how to get your dog to go wash them fast, please tell me, because I don't know how to do that. I had to walk around in mud because no grass is growing yet because it's always so cold over here now. It's supposed to be spring, but we had a whole bunch of cold days. We even had snow happen. We have these cold days and no grass. It's always mud. So I had to walk in mud with my puppy trying to see if he goes potty. So he's sleeping right now. I had to wake him up to go wash him. So yeah, let's do that. That's all me today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys tomorrow for TNA results. Bye bye.